The Book of True Life, Teaching 47 of 366. The Master teaches, the forces of nature stir up humanity. Do not fear the trials of this time. Divine Revelations, Mexico, from 1866 to 1950. The Lord says, Humanity, I am instructing you with my word during this time, so that you may understand my teaching. I am calling upon the spirits to make them aware of their spiritual gifts, and to have them study my manifestations, so they may not be surprised by them, and instead consider them a confirmation for what has been prophesied for this time. I want each and every one of you to take his place as a disciple. All of you have been sent to Earth to fulfill a mission, and I have patiently awaited your fulfillment of that mission. I have given you many opportunities, and yet you still have not perfected yourselves. Do you wish for this new era to pass without taking advantage of it, simply because your cross of fulfillment seems heavy? The time that you have is limited. I do not wish that tomorrow, when you are finally ready to work, you will find yourselves near the end of your life on Earth, having lost your physical abilities. Start working from the moment of your enlightenment, whether you are in your infancy, in full maturity, or in old age. Sow in order to reap, and keep your seed in my granary, where time will not destroy it, and the thief cannot steal it. Today, man is embroiled in great battles. While some are waging cruel wars, others struggle to overcome their low passions and liberate their spirits. Humanity has become divided, and life is like a ship in the midst of a storm, ready to capsize. Even you who live in this nation, which has remained peaceful, do not enjoy tranquility. All of you are enduring pain and suffering. Why is it that some remain deaf to the sound of the heavenly bell calling them? This bell is my voice, calling upon all of my children, wherever they may be. When you hear my word, you feel it is not the echo of the human voice I avail myself of to speak to you, but rather my own voice reaching out to your heart, encouraging you and giving you life. I will only receive a pure worship from you. Only your deeds of love and mercy will give you my peace. Listen to my fatherly advice and do not run away from me. I have told you that an entire region can be saved by just one virtuous individual. If you are unable to become truly virtuous, then at least improve yourselves and work hard. Then you may regain my grace and become my messengers on earth. Do not be indifferent to pain. Your prayers shall reach me, and you will dry many tears with them. Your brothers shall attain peace and blessings. Before humanity collapses under the weight of its cross, I will be its helper and take over its heavy burden, so it may keep going forward. Blessed are those who know how to cleanse their hearts and receive my word, for it will nourish them eternally. Blessed are those who weep and suffer as they observe the confusion in which their brothers live, for their prayers will reach me. They will behold the blossoming and restoration of virtue within the hearts of men. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. I have made my spirit known to you, so you would press into it, and I reminded you of the words I had spoken in the second era. Thomas, sink your fingers into my side, and do not be an unbeliever. Come to me through faith, and leave behind your disbelief. Behold, that I am showing you the promised land within infinity, and it awaits the arrival of my beloved disciples with open gates. I have given you the bread in abundance, so you would be sated and not hunger for this word tomorrow, which today you despise. Elevate yourselves in spirit to reach the goal of your development. Pray for everyone and be aware that you are like a ray of light within the lives of your brothers. Be good shepherds for humanity, as it is your flock. All of you who possess light, reason, and inspiration within your spirits will guide and redeem those who have become lost. It is prophesied that the pain will be great indeed, but you will remain calm if you know how to pray and practice my teaching, for you will feel my strength in every moment. But woe unto those who, having listened to these lessons, still have not believed in my manifestation, for their doubt will cause them to weaken in the trials. You who have received the words of the prophets and committed them to memory, do not slander God when the time comes for suffering to overwhelm humanity. Do not despair. Be silent and prepare yourselves, for I will protect you with my love. Do not ask me to withdraw my laws and judgments. Ask with humility, and I will give you what is rightfully yours, so you may attain salvation. Analyze and understand the lessons I have given you untiringly in this third era. My word appeared before you like a radiant lighthouse, showing the shipwrecked the way. My teaching has given you spiritual strength to not only withstand the difficulties that occur on earth, but also to carry out the spiritual mission you have brought with you. Do not expect everyone to receive you with open arms when you go out to spread my doctrine. There are those who wish for you to fail that mission, and they will create obstacles to make you fall. I come to purify and prepare you physically and spiritually, so you will understand the inspirations of the Father, and later take them to the hearts of your brothers, with the same purity I have given them to you. Also, with your deeds you will need to offer testimony of the truth of my teaching. Within the heart of those who have been blessed with my mercy, I hear this prayer. Lord, you are untiring in granting us gifts and blessings. I say to you, I am your Father and know your needs. How could my spirit not be moved by your prayers and pleas? I have comforted and enlightened you when you were by yourself in your bedroom, so your prayers would be beneficial. Promptly you arrive to hear my word, but beforehand you prepare your hearts like an altar, upon which you present to me your good deeds as an offering. You come before me like children, offering their hands to their father to have him lead them along the path. And truly, you really are like children to me. But behold, I resemble the shepherd who cares for his sheep and calls them with a sweet voice from the sheepfold. You have heard my voice through human spokesmen in this third era, but only after you crossed the desert of your passions and became thirsty have you decided to seek me. It was then that you heard the call of your heavenly Father. Whenever you call upon me for help, you will feel my presence giving you comfort and peace. But the moment came when you were hungry for what I have to say, and you went on your way to seek my teaching. The clock of eternity signaled the hour and designated the moment for your spirit to find the water which would quench its thirst. Some have doubted due to the unexpected form in which I manifested myself. But soon after having pressed into the essence of the word you heard, you realized that this word could only originate from God. Then, filled with joy, they spoke to me within their beings. Father, Father, we believe in your new manifestation among humanity. You found yourselves adorned with spiritual gifts. You experienced peace in your hearts, and you witnessed great harmony in your homes. And while the children renewed themselves beneath the gaze of the Father, he also felt his thirst for love quenched as he beheld the happiness and moral regeneration of his little ones, receiving their caresses through their prayers. That is when I said to you, "Follow me. I have already given you proof of my presence, and the light of faith has been lit in your hearts. That is why you have not weakened as of that moment, nor have you rebelled against my law whenever you encounter trials along your path. You have seen your loved ones depart to the hereafter. You have seen the gates to your workplace close, and the bread became scarce at your table. You have lost your worldly goods, but faith, like a radiant lighthouse, has showed you the way to a safe harbor. However, there are those who have weakened amidst the trials. They have asked themselves questions about my word and felt their faith extinguished. But my word has spoken to them through their conscience, asking them the following: Why have you weakened? Why have you not preserved your faith? And why have you forgotten my words? Remember how I told you that the chosen ones will always be tested, so their faith, their perseverance, and their love will prove themselves. Those who remain strong have seen the storms pass and light shine on their path once again. They have seen peace, health, and lost goods return to them. That is the manner in which I prepare those with a hardened heart. Tomorrow they will become my servants, and they will offer true testimony to humanity, sowing my seed of truth. The spirit is noble when faced with the warning of my word, but the material body is fragile. That is why I say to you, when I strengthen your spirits and lift them up, they must take responsibility for encouraging and sustaining their material bodies along the way. You have been greatly tested, beloved disciples, for each trial contains a mystery for you to solve. You do not know whether it is designed to strengthen you in battle, to reveal new knowledge to you, or to help you atone for a sin. You must never attempt to avoid any given trial. That is not what they were sent for. Besides, they are never greater than your moral or spiritual strength. Belong to those who know how to remain strong in great trials. Thus, generations full of light and grace will emerge from you. In order to prepare yourselves, come to receive my lessons of love, so you may eliminate all of the confused expectations you have accumulated on this earth. This word will show you the true path, should you have gone astray. My heavenly voice announces and speaks to you of the third era. Your faults and imperfections have not been an obstacle for my manifestation in this era. On the contrary, they are the exact reason for my manifestation. I came in search of you because you were lost, ill, and overwhelmed by suffering. Your master descended to say to you, "Come to me." Then you arose to eagerly follow the path of the law, written by him who is Master and Lord of all creation. The light of the third era illuminates the paths, so you may discover the thorns along the way and remove them, for this path is strewn with trials. My love has continually knocked at the door of your home, so you would be vigilant. How can there be anyone who still doubts my word after I have given you so much proof of my love? He who doubts may have eyes, but he cannot see. He may have a mind, but he cannot comprehend. He may have a heart, but he cannot feel. You still do not know me. When you come to love one another, as I have taught you, then you will attain true knowledge and comprehend your spiritual gifts. I have told you that the virtuous feelings you have stored in your heart will be manifested in the words you speak. But how can one speak of love if he does not carry it within his heart? Does it not shock you to think that those to whom I have given these teachings in this era are exactly the same ones I have given lessons of love in the past 2 eras as well? Behold, in my love for you, as your father and master, I entrust this teaching to you. It is a book you must preserve with the same purity and wisdom that it originally possessed when it was given to you by the divine mercy of the Lord. Great multitudes will arrive to scrutinize this doctrine. Among them will be the new Pharisees and scribes, and they will attempt to test me. Thus, when they arrive, you will present to them a perfect doctrine, a spiritual doctrine overflowing with love and justice, a doctrine that teaches man to worship me with his spirit and total simplicity. You will confirm this doctrine with your deeds of love and mercy for your brothers. Watch and pray. Be prepared, for my doctrine will be persecuted. Do not let these revelations trouble you. When they become reality, let them surprise you in your mission, while you heal the sick and comfort the suffering. I will strengthen you by allowing the blood of the tree of life to exist within each and every one of you. Sit at the table beneath this shade, but be careful not to stain the white cloth. This whiteness is similar to that of the path you will have to journey. My mantle of love covers all my children, and my mercy prepares the path of all who shall hear me in this time. The unleashed elements of nature awaken humanity at every moment. Be vigilant, so they will not leave a swath of destruction in your regions. Let the multitudes come to you, for each heart and spirit carries a sorrow within it. Put them in touch with my spiritual world while this manifestation is still occurring, so they might receive the healing spiritual balsam descending from my kingdom. I want to see you prepared, working eagerly to fulfill my work of love. May the hour of my justice find you healing the sick, comforting the sorrowful, teaching the one who thirsts for truth, and advising the one who has strayed from the path. Remember, it will be you who suffer if you have failed to fulfill your mission when that day comes. I do not wish to see you dejected in my presence. I want to always see you worthy and happy. With this peace and strength, I want to leave you among humanity when the time for my departure has come. For truly, I say to you, that you will have to struggle. I see those who will follow me, and those who will reject me during those trials. For I have been afflicting and testing each one of you to make you strong. I want the leaves and the fruit of the tree you form to be healthy and invigorating. With that, my considerate care will lead the multitudes who cannot wait to be called upon to you. For the cup they are drinking from is very bitter indeed. those sick in soul, mind and body, widows, orphans, helpless men and women, those hungry for love and peace. These will be the ones to come and lay down their burden, regaining their faith in the process. For those who cannot come, you will pray. Ask me, and I will listen to you. Be persistent in your regeneration. Do not allow your material body to regress in its development. Understand that as you progress spiritually, you will have laid the foundation for your spiritualization. My people, feel the joy that my divine spirit experiences as I speak to you and you hear my words. Behold how my word shines a light on many mysteries you were previously unable to comprehend. Men of this time, you who believed yourselves to be at the sunset of your lives, my teaching has come to surprise and revive your spirits like a new sunrise. Blessed are those who recognize their mission and embrace their cross during this time, for they will be able to sow the seed of my doctrine upon fertile fields. Take a seat, children and disciples. Calm the turbulence in your minds and hearts and replace it with peace. Let the rainbow of peace appear in the spiritual skies. You will be surprised at my divine lesson when you discover numerous hidden gifts and powers within your being. In the future, you will be able to use those gifts and powers to triumph over the trials and vicissitudes of life. My spirit will be your guide in this time, and I will open a path across the new Red Sea, just as in the time of Moses. I will save and nourish you in the desert. In return, I only ask that you tirelessly live by my examples of love, and that you be faithful to the end. At the end of your journey, your spirits will find themselves at the gates to the promised land. There, you will find rest from human struggles, and you will free yourselves from all the low passions and miseries of this world. You will get to know true spiritual enlightenment, and with it, you will be able to perceive the truth in the same manner you behold the sunlight on earth. You were born from the Father, and thus you must return to Him. However, not only will you return to Him with your original purity, but also with the greatness you will possess by having developed your spiritual gifts and fulfilled the divine laws. No one will come to me alone. Each of you will bring along all those He has brought to safety, those He has healed, and those He comforted and led along the path of salvation. In order to help your spirits on their path of development, I have come in this time to give you my lessons of love. Now is the time to learn. Behold how my spirit pours itself onto all spirits and physical bodies. Some speak of my word in ecstasy, while others do it without. The elderly, the younglings, and the children speak of my spiritual kingdom. Is this not the proof that was once announced by the prophets and myself in regards to my new manifestation? Cleanse your hearts and minds, so your souls may elevate and purify themselves. Then I will manifest my light through your beings and surprise humanity with your deeds of love. I will speak to the elderly through the children. Through the ignorant and uneducated, I will speak to the wise. Through the humble, I will speak to the arrogant. Today, you may not know what awaits you, but you will know it tomorrow. And you will willingly set out to those faraway places where the people still sleep. Tomorrow, once they have received my divine message, they will be ready to follow me. Today, you anxiously wait for your master to descend. to teach you and remind you of teachings of times past. You live vigilantly, ready to hear my teachings and feeling love for me in your hearts. You are attentive and ready to analyze my word. Later on, you recall my advice and commandments in silence, and you try to understand them so you can put them into practice. Then you understand the true pureness of my teaching and the delicacy of your mission. You ask me if it will be necessary for your spirit to be separated from its material body in order to become more hardworking, since you feel that your body is an obstacle, standing in the way of your elevation and the fulfillment of your mission. I say to you that you must accept your material body with love and make proper use of it. I have not created and offered it to you for nothing. If you know how to guide the shell you inhabit, then it will be your co-worker. Through the harvest you have attained by sowing love among your brothers, you will know how to appreciate and enjoy your existence here on earth. Imitate me and perform miracles, for you are my chosen ones. Be doctors and counselors to your brothers. Work and intercede for them. Put your very soul at the heart of your works and lead humanity to the safe harbor, so that men will feel that they walk on firm ground on the path of their restitution. Set foot on the fields I have prepared, and sow my seed upon them, like good laborers who aerate the land with love. For the hearts of men have hardened, and you need to work patiently with them. When you encountered stubborn individuals, you wanted to avoid them at all costs, saying, "This is not someone whom God is seeking. He wants humble hearts." Do you not know that it is exactly these people I have come to seek out and convert? I ask you, when you came to me, was your heart like a home or a temple for me? Look back, and you will realize that you have already left behind your heavy burden and have been reborn to the true life. Why do you occasionally doubt my communication through the human spokesman and ask me for proof? And why do you lack faith whenever you see that one of your requests has not been granted? You wish to hear me speak in a superior language in order to believe, and you are interfering in my elevated judgments. I ask you, have you already reached the summit of spiritualization and gained the ability to interpret my inspirations? Are you so developed that you can read my will within my spirit? You are still too small to understand me, but I am guiding you along my path, so you will learn to communicate with me in spirit and acquire some of my divine knowledge. You have devalued the mission that was entrusted to your spirit, even though I have destined you to find peace and perfection of eternal life. When you are humble, you will be great. Greatness does not lie in pride and vanity, as many believe. Throughout the times I have told you to be meek and humble of heart. Acknowledge me as your father and love me. Do not seek a throne for your material body or a name to distinguish you from the rest. Simply be another human among all the others, and always practice goodwill. Prepare yourselves to see me in all my splendor and give testimony of me, and as you become more and more elevated, I will pour my wisdom upon you. O humanity, you have not known how to separate yourselves from the vanities of the world in order to fulfill the laws of the Spirit. You love this world, which makes you weep, and you return to it again and again, not knowing the purpose for which you have been sent. I say to you, fulfill your mission and prepare yourselves for the journey to your true homeland. as I have promised you, so you will be able to hear the Father welcoming you when you arrive, offering you the peace you have earned with your deeds of love and mercy towards your brothers. Do not fear the trials of this time. Brace yourselves with strength and help your fellow men. Among them you will find many who have been discouraged by pain. You will see your brothers in anguish, but you will offer them the healing balsam to alleviate their pain. You will give them words of encouragement and strength, as well as a ray of light from your Father. Make the pain they feel your own, and you will have shared in their tribulation and given them love and mercy. I say to those of you who weep in silence, blessed are you who come to me, seeking comfort. You have not sought symbols or images in order to pray, for you know that I am with you, and you have found me within yourselves. I have invigorated your spirit and physical body with strength. Blessed are those who have known how to guide the multitudes and have sought my assistance whenever they felt overwhelmed by the weight of their cross. I illuminate the path of all beings who dwell in the spiritual and material regions. Do not look upon each other as strangers. Offer warmth to your brethren and truly love one another. For if you love your brothers, you will have loved me. My peace be with you.